Man, they weren't kidding when they say Fire Emblem got more weeby. Look, there's Queen Waifu, Elf Waifu, Barbie Doll Waifu, Edgelord Waifu, Kitty. I don't know what that intro was about, guys, but hey, one and all, it's your boy Coops here, back with his generic intro, because I can never think of a good one. Back with, surprisingly, another mobile video, and I say surprisingly because it's been a little bit. Normally I bring some Fire Emblem stuff to the channel when I can, but there wasn't really any banners I was interested in, / I didn't think would make a good video. It was really only kind of for one character and then to dip out most of the time, but I'll explain more about Fire Emblem shenanigans when I get to a Fire Emblem video / when I do the update on just mobile stuff for the channel video, which should come out before this, honestly, so you'll probably hear about that way before I even get this one up. But today, just for fun, I felt like bringing up a new weeaboo game since Dragalia Lost wanted to kill off the emulator player base, so I have to have something to fill in that weeb void now. So I guess I wasn't kidding when I said Dragalia was going to be one and done. But today we have Epic 7, named by our one and only Jeffy. I'm honestly kidding on that, but don't really get what's so Epic 7 about it. Don't really know why it's called that. There's not really like 7 people. I don't know. Korea's weird, I guess, because it's a Korean-made game, and it just got released here in the States not too long ago, and I hope it survives, because they decided to bring it all of a sudden when America is investigating loot box type things, which might be bad for it. Though, speaking of bad, we're going to get into some summons here, and the rates is probably why America's investigating things. So before I even start, let me just go on about kind of this account you're seeing right now, because the rates were so bad, I ended up re-rolling, because it was a fun enough game. And to my surprise, I actually got a really good re-roll pretty quickly. I know Dragalia took me forever, and yet this game's rates is worse than Dragalia, and yet I got what you see here in 7. So on the side there's Destina, great, perfect 5-star healer. Says, great 5-star damage dealer. And then Celica's a pretty good 5-star tank. How I end up getting them all for those who even dabble into Epic 7. So when you start the reroll, you get to 1-2, and they give you a little bit of free currency to finally start summons. I got Says on the Destina banner for some weird reason. You think I would have got Destina during that, but I got Says instead, so I was like, well, let me just see where this goes. This might end up being the account, my 7th reroll, because for the longest time I didn't even get 5-star characters on the previous 6 rerolls. Then when you get to 1-4, there is another reroll where you do like 30 multi-summons and you get to pick what you want out of it, though there can only be 1 5-star character or artifact. That's when Destina showed up, so I was like, okay, this account is mine for good. But what cemented that more so was when I bought like a 1 pack of 50 for like, I think it was 950 crystals or whatever. And in that, I clutched out at the final one, Cecilia. You can call her CC. So I think I'm golden. And then the waifu, the elf waifu. I mean, there's multiple waifus. But she was a free, like, 4-star that you can obtain. And she fit in the team pretty well, so I just upped her to 5-star. Because in this game, I'm content with this. I really don't need to summon unless it's for one of 2 certain units. And you're going to see my mouse here because this can be played on emulator. So I'm just going to explain when you'll see a video again, because there's only 2 characters in the 5-star pool I really want if they ever had a rate up. So this kind of might be a one. I don't think it's going to be a one and done. Well, it depends on how the summons go, honestly, because I'm strictly free to play on this. But if I can get Tenebria, because she's a really cool mage. A friend on my friend list had her, and she fights awesome, so I really like her. And then the second one I would like for waifu status is in Eureka Dum Dum, not Foreign Land. Euphine. Now, I've heard she's not really the best 5-star, but look at her. She bae as fuck, dog. So those are the 2 I would mainly want, and then I mean, Luna's her older sister. You would think she's bae as fuck, but I don't know. She's a little bit too more dragony to me than Euphine, who has that kind of perfect blend. I don't know. There's something about Euphine that's just waifu status. But we're in for neither of them today. Actually, we're gonna go for one I don't really want her, but I can use what she's good for, which is like just buffing units, and that is for, hope I'm pronouncing her name right, Danae, Deneen. I'm just gonna call her Danae because I don't know her name, but apparently this is the younger version of the queen that died, spoiler alerts, in the beginning of the game if you guys didn't play it. But she's here, and she's a limited time summon, and that's really the only reason I'm technically going to try to go for her, because once she's gone, she's not being added to the regular pool, so they're trying to get you the summon for her, and oddly enough, she's the only one here who is a 5-star, so if you get a 5-star, it's going to be her. The rest is just kind of arbitrary. But, and then they have this pity summon thing. They need to rework this, because 120 is way too much. That's like, what? I think 600 bookmarks, because it's 5 per summon, and you can't do them in multis. Excuse me. So you can't get the pain over with quickly. But thankfully I have quite a bit of currency here. I have 170 bookmarks to go. I think that's an odd, like, 30 and some change summons, and I'm not afraid to do a couple crystals, because I still have some story to go. I think at this point I'm on chapter 8. As you can see, I don't even have the Moonlight summons. You don't unlock that until you beat the game, so I don't even have access to that yet. But we're gonna try for it, because also my theory is with the other two, they're actually in this pool, the regular Covenant summon pool, right here, as I can show you guys. They're very low. As you can see, the rates are very abysmal, 1.25 per 5-star, but there's not really that many 5-stars in the pool. That's kind of why it's so low right now, I'd imagine. But see, we've got Euphine right there, and then, where is she? I don't see her. Tenebra, she's right under Destina. Tenebria, she's right there. They're right beside each other. So one day, maybe at a free, I don't know. I haven't gotten anything good at free summons yet, and I probably never will. But, let's just go ahead and get this started. Now, what I'm fearful for is I've seen some summons go in, they get her really quick. And then there was certain summons where the person in question, I think the username's name was Mango7, he went all the way to the 120 pity. And even then, you have to do another one, so it's technically 121 until you get her, which is very just, ugh. But my hope is that I can get her within the 170 and I don't have to dip into the free currency crystals. That's my hope. Will it happen? Probably not. We're probably just going to get a bunch of free star cards. That is really what's going to happen. So let's dip in, and even if we get other trash, I'm not going to be too sad, because this isn't really one of my main games. I love to play it. It's very polished and fun, but it's nothing I'm going to cry over, because at the end of the day, I re-rolled for a team that I'm perfectly comfortable with until the game comes to its inevitable conclusion whenever the servers shut down or they're done making money or whatever they decide. So let's dip our toes. Let's get started. Let's see what happens. So I'll explain the summoning animations. We're probably just going to see 3 stars here. So 3 stars have nothing on it. It's just like plain. If you see a little circly thingy, you're getting a card, or artifact as it's called. If you see a hero, you're getting a 3-star hero. If there's a golden ring around it, that means you're getting a 4-star hero or artifact, depending. And 5-star, we're looking for a little girl to come on the right here and be like, oh, you're meeting a bond with a good hero or whatever. If a little girl comes on the left, it's a 5-star artifact. But at this point now, I'm not going to let the animations go. I'm just going to try to skip them, so hopefully you don't hear like too much clicking, because that's me just skipping it. And so far, like I said, nothing but cards. So we're going to skip again, probably another card. Yeah, this is how this is pretty much going to go. I bet all these are going to be nothing but 3-star cards. Okay, I can't skip this one, but it is another 3-star card, so it's probably one I didn't have. It is Goblin's Lamp. Whoop-de-doo. Healing card. Yay. But besides how, like, very not good... 4-star artifact. Hopefully something decent. But despite how these summons are going to go, the game is very, very fun. Ooh, that's actually a pretty decent artifact. I can replace that with what Cecilia has right now, so that's not bad. And, but yeah, the game's really super fun to play. A little bit overwhelming at times, actually, with how much there is to do. like, even after I'm done with this, I still have to go back and play the game and just do a lot of like stuff like grind the story. There's that new event that's out, etc., etc., and it's almost a bit overwhelming. But at least with this game, you can do a lot of the content without having like the super high tier max stuff, unlike Star Ocean. Star Ocean kind of had that problem. I know. I don't think at this point I showed off. Oh, look, God generic mail. Okay, does God wills it to give me the actual person in question? I don't know. But, so yeah, what Star Ocean's problem was, I know I didn't show it off. I had made, like, a video for it, but I didn't really get anywhere with that video. That's gonna end up being the, just talking about mobile stuff in question in the background. But, yeah, that didn't really pan out too well because a lot of like the events and content and stuff was just locked away to like you had to max out a lot of stuff.
I will do my best.
And it just, I don't know. It felt like grindy, but not the fun kind of grindy. But here it's like I can do pretty much a lot of stuff, and I don't have to have the max amount of stuff. Oh, hey, look, it's hentai protagonist.
Oh, well, right here is where I am.
Alright, Russian waifu lady. This is the weird thing. It's like, even though they're done talking, you can't, like, skip the dialogue. I think that's, like, because it's based off of the Korean track, I'd have to guess. So that's probably why. Even though it's done in English, it'd still be going in Korean. That's probably my guess. So far, really nothing too much but the 5-star cards like I was fearing. And again, I have a feeling that we're probably not going to get her, because all of my luck in this game was used at like the very, very beginning. So. But hey, again, I really don't think I'm going to use this currency for anything, unless Euphane or Tenebra uprates are like here next week, and I'm going to end up kicking myself. But, well, we'll just go through the motions and see what happens. But I would definitely suggest to give this game a try, guys. Even though the rates are like very, as you're seeing, not very good in terms of like the 4-star, 5-star ratio. It's still very fun. Okay, that lagged a little bit, but it's very fun to play. Just get your reroll on. Try to start with something good. It's like okay, so this is going to be a 5-star artifact because she came from the left. I wish she would have came from the right, but hopefully it's a good knight artifact. Really hoping for. Okay, that's the new one. It actually has a grade up. I'll probably end up giving that to Cecilia, so hey, we'll definitely take that. That's the, that should be pretty decent on her, I believe. Better than what I have on her right now. But, okay, so we got the artifact in question. But that doesn't ruin the raid or anything. The raid's a little for the character, which is fine. Just more cards. That's all you get. It's almost like I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Huh. Okay, so it trolled me and became a 4-star, so hopefully this is a pretty good 4-star character. It is... I think he's okay.
The innocent will always be saved, you damned fools.
I think he's alright. I'm not 100% sure, but... See, I'm trying to click away. He's already done talking, but it's not doing anything. Huh. Okay. Again, there's still a chance I don't have to dip into the crystals, but even if I do all of them here and it's a really long video, hey, that lagged for a little bit. That might be something new. Failed the hero journal, but it's just another 3-star because I don't have a lot of the heroes. Oh, the best character in the game, the Royal Guard, best character in the game. We did it, guys. We out. Okay. Okay, so I am going to just expand by a little bit here. Gonna dip 20 crystals just to do 5, because I have enough. And I'll just casually, like, do that. Because I'm going to have to increase the thing sooner or later. Another generic soldier man. Go at it again. Yeah, as you can see, and normally, like in Fire Emblem, I feel like I would have easily gotten like a 5-star character by now. Hey, it's another 4-star character. Hopefully, it's one that's pretty top tier. Because with this game, there's 4s and 3-stars that are actually really cool.
Warrior, Leontius Leo, and this is my friend Raku. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Naruto. Alright, so we only have 2 more summons with the stuff I have, but I am going to dip into the currency, so that is fine. Hey, we got another 5-star artifact. It's probably going to end up being the same one because that one has a higher rate, unfortunately. Yeah, I figured it was going to be that one again. So I know I don't have any more, and see, we still have like 86 summons left to do before we get her. So let's head out, and let me get some ones from the shop.
What do you think?
Gonna go ahead, it's not in friendship, I don't know why I picked friendship. Go ahead and get the bundle, because it gives you the best, like, stuff for your Orbeez. And let's go back in here. So unfortunately, like I wanted to, we didn't get her in the amount that I had saved up, but we're still going to end up trying to grab these while I'm here for the inevitable Moonlight Summon when I get to it. And we'll go ahead and expand again by a little bit, because we're going to get more cards and characters. Alright, Trap McGee. Can we get your mom, Trap McGee? Because that is a boy. Man, kind of wish I had Alex here to talk about stuff. I know it's a very just not too exciting video to watch. I guess I could go on with about... I guess I can talk about some Fire Emblem stuff and how I've had like pretty decent luck in Fire Emblem. For those who have not been kept up with the past banners. Oh, I know, she's a really top tier 3-star though. That was actually a pretty good pull. So anywho, Fire Emblem, right? So some of the past banners that have been here that I haven't done videos on after Halloween. I think there was a Fates banner with New Camille and Corrin. I ended up getting both of them pretty easily. Then they had brought out some of the story characters. I think right now there's a legendary hero of the brother. And then they also brought out Surtur and the little sister. I ended up getting Surtur really quick too, so hey, there's that. So my good luck's been somewhere. It's just not really showing up in this game right now. Okay, so that was that again. Go ahead and grab one of these, because for every like 20 you do, you get one of those. Alright, back to the shop. Gonna get like 10 more and get nothing. I gotta think of a way to make these particular videos more exciting. Because it's really just not, it's just me kind of being silent and be like, huh, that's a character. Is also a character. Wow, what a character that character is. And just go ahead and do it again. And what 3-star person did we get this time?
Salute! I vow to follow your
I thought we
every
already
order.
got this guy. Maybe we got a sword version of him, and that's why it was new. I could have sworn we already got Mr. Guardman. Anyway, another candle. That's a pretty good 3-star artifact, though, so... Nothing again, like I thought. So it's going to end up probably me, like, playing through the story and at least breaking the pity, but hey, this is a 4-star hero, and normally there's some really good 4-star heroes. I think he's okay.
Will I finally meet someone who can take me on?
I think he's a pretty decent 4-star hero, so that's pretty good, and he's a mage too, so hey. We'll take that, if this will let me skip it. Hello? Hello, thank you. Alright, just go ahead and do that again. Will we finally get the 5-star in question? Probably not. I really have no hope for this session at all, because we've already dipped down so much more than I wanted to. But hey, that's honestly with this game, as you can see, like, be wary about summoning in this game. Oh, there's a lag. Oh, we got her. Okay, we're done. Good. That wasn't too bad. I still have some crystals to make use of, and
I am
Okay.
a sister of the Holy
Alright.
Order of the Blue
We didn't
Cross.
have to go into the pity.
Dien Tali.
Alright. That's good by me. That's good in my books. I was so afraid that I was going to have to go down the pity, but we still have a lot of crystals saved up for when I want to do like actual summons for one of the two that I mentioned, and we're good to go. I'm sorry guys that this wasn't a really good summoning video. I really do need to think about stuff to talk about during these, because I just blathered on like Fire Emblem, and I half-heartedly explained like what went on in Fire Emblem Heroes. That normally a lot better when I'm not focusing looking on one thing, because I want to make sure that I'm not hitting the wrong things. If I get too caught up in conversation, I might accidentally buy a summon in regular 100 and then but so there's that. I'm gonna have a lot of fun leveling her up and using her in the event, because in the event she actually gets a buff to her stats, which is really good. We made out with this new 5-star artifact, which I get to use on Cecilia, which is really good. And I still have about like 4,000 of these sky stones to my name too. So all in all, that was actually pretty decent. It wasn't like super lucky, like we got her in the first go, but I was expecting to use everything on her. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was expecting that to go a lot worse than it did. But yeah, just keep in mind, guys, these rates are rough. So next time I probably see you all, it will be for one of those two that I mentioned if they have a rate up. If I can get them, I don't even know if I'll be able to. But we got the goal, mission accomplished. I got a couple new units to like kind of work around, see what they're useful for. Got some artifact father to level up certain other ones. So I think we did pretty well. Again, I'm just really sorry that my commentary was not very good on this. Very boring, very just ugh. Oh, but I've rambled enough. Thank you guys for joining me for a successful summon, surprisingly so. Because, I mean, it wasn't the best that I've seen, but it wasn't the worst. It was very middle, subpar, kind of like my commentary. But, again, hopefully, well, for those of you that stick around more still for Fire Emblem, Christmas should be coming soon. Again, I know I have hardly explained it, but there was a couple of banners after that. I'll explain it again just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. And I might put the images of the banners just to fill in some time here. But for those of you who already clicked away, whatever. But, so, some banners after Halloween. There was a Fates one again, with some Fates characters that a lot of people didn't like. I got a Corn and the Camilla that I wanted pretty quickly. A friend watched me during that one, so that's why I didn't really make a video on that one. I probably would have, but a friend wanted to watch me summon, so I decided, I never really speak with this person forever, so I do that for them. There was a legendary Erica banner. Got Erica on that one. It took a little bit, but at least I got her. It wasn't like the worst legendary summons, but it wasn't the best. So there's that. Then they're trying to throw out all of the Book 2 characters. And this one has Surtur and Yilger. Yilger, the little sister of the Ice Kingdom. Surtur, the big bad. I ended up getting the big bad in like my second stone pull. Whoop-de-doo on that. And he was a really great nature too. And then there was Hildred, which I didn't even pull on. He's the eldest brother of the Niffle siblings. And the final one to end off Book 2. So, again, when I see you guys, it will be for Christmas. Whenever those come out, hopefully that doesn't treat me as rough as the Halloween did. But again, thank you for at least joining me, for even at least seeing my point on the Raisins game are a little rough. And I would figure, honestly, about in the amount of summons I did, maybe a little bit more. I think I did I do 50 in total? I kind of forget where the counter was off at, but that's kind of where I feel like the pity range should be. Like, if you do 50 to 60 summons, you should really get the character in question. But at least I have her now, so I don't have to worry about that, and I can probably gain up what I spent here just by playing the game daily and going to, the event that they have up right now and finishing up the story. So hopefully you guys and the Epic Sylvan Realm who are playing this game anyway, your summons went way better than mine did. Hopefully you're getting some great like daily summons or whatever, what have you. Blobbity blobbity Blubenstein. Again, I know this wasn't my best video and I apologize, but what you gonna do? At least there were thumbins in front of your screen, and you saw some real despair with a bunch of cards. But then I came out with the lady in the end, so... don't think anyone's really gonna watch this video anyway. It was really boring. Okay, I've rambled on long enough. I'm gonna go back to playing my anime waifu game because I still have a ton of stamina in here that I need to burn. I will never be done.